What's up, homie? Send help. Seriously, call 911. I am currently trapped at the bottom of the sink, buried under a mountain of dirty dishes. It smells like tacos and regret down here. What in the world is touching my rim? Is that a piece of old spinach? Gross. Get it off me. Gosh, look at my life. I used to be sand. I used to be fire. Now I am a hostage in a soapy war zone, waiting for you to stop being lazy and wash me. Do not scroll past my suffering. Witness me. I am naked. I am cold. And I am covered in grease that does not even belong to me. While I rot here in this culinary graveyard, let me distract myself by spilling the tea on how I got here. And I mean that literally, because you people are always spilling tea on me. The story was passed down through generations, from my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather all the way to my father, and now to me. And now I'm telling you, are you still following? Good, because this is important. History class is in session, but way cooler. My lineage began in the scorching pits of Mesopotamia and Egypt. Imagine the scene: sand, fire, sweat, chaos. It was a terrible place. But out of that inferno, we were born. A magical accident where rough dust turned into liquid diamonds. Back then, I wasn't this mass-produced thing you see today. I was lumpy. I was cloudy. I looked like a rock that had a bad day. But guess what? The pharaohs loved me. I was jewelry. I was strung around the necks of queens. I touched royal skin. I was the ultimate flex. Wearing me was like wearing a Lamborghini on your chest. We were rare. We were expensive. We were worshipped. If a servant dropped one of us off with their hand, immediate punishment. Nowadays, if you drop me, you just say, "Darn it," and sweep my corpse into the dustpan, along with the dog hair and the crumbs from your toast. The indignity, it burns more than the kill. Then came the moment that changed everything. The invention of glass blowing in Syria around the 1st century BC. Now, this sounds artistic, but let me describe the reality. Imagine being red hot and minding your own business. When some guy with the lung capacity of a hurricane decides to give you the breath of a lifetime, he just blows and blows until you expand like a party balloon. It's humiliating. I went from being a solid gemstone to being a bubble, a fragile, empty bubble filled with someone else's hot air. But suddenly, I was everywhere. The Roman Empire went crazy for me. I was at every banquet, every wild party. I have seen Caesar plotting wars while sipping wine from my cousin. I have seen emperors wear lampshades on their heads. I was the Instagram of the ancient world, capturing every embarrassing reflection. But I still had class. I was handmade. I had soul. Fast forward to Venice, the 13th century Murano Island. La Dolce Vita, except it was a prison. The glassmakers were locked on that island because they knew the secret to making me perfectly clear. Crystallo invisible, weightless. I was a ghost. I was so clear you couldn't even tell I was there until you walked into me. That was the peak. I was on the tables of dukes. I held the most expensive poisons in Europe. I was involved in political assassinations. I was dangerous. I was mysterious. I looked down on the wooden mugs and clay cups with pure arrogance. They were opaque. They were boring. I was the king of transparency. But that's a story for another time. For now, can someone please just wash me? Thanks for listening, and maybe follow so you can hear the rest of my tragic tale. But then, disaster struck. The Industrial Revolution. What on earth happened? Machines took over. Suddenly, I was not special. I was pumped out of factories by the millions. Identical, soulless, cheap. I became the common man's cup. Do you know the pain of seeing 1,000,000 copies of yourself wrapped in plastic on a Walmart shelf, sold for $5 a set? It destroys a guy's ego. I went from being a piece of art to being a commodity. And that brings us to today, to this sticky sink, to this life of misery. Let us talk about the daily struggles besides being buried alive. First of all, the ice cubes. Oh my goodness. The ice cubes, when I am actually clean, you drop them into me from a height of 6 inches. To you, that is nothing. To me, that is an asteroid impact. Clank, clank, clank. It sounds like a car crash inside my own body. I am screaming internally every time you make an iced coffee, and then the cold, I start sweating. Condensation everywhere. I look like I just ran a marathon in a sauna, and you get mad. You say, stupid glass is slippery. Excuse me, I am not slippery. I am reacting to the environment. I am suffering for your refreshment. Use a coaster, homie. Save the furniture and save my dignity and the dishwasher. Do not even get me started on that torture chamber. You shoved me upside down onto a metal spike, so all the blood rushes to my head. If I had blood, then you close the door and blast me with boiling water and caustic soap for 2 hours. I am rattling against a greasy frying pan the whole time. Clink, clink, clink. It is a nightmare. It is war. Sometimes, if I am lucky, I get a chip on my rim, a battle scar, proof of survival. But do you respect it? No. You see a chip and you freak out. Oh no, it's sharp. Throw it away. Trash, garbage, useless. After years of loyal service, one little injury and I am fired. Where is the loyalty? Where is the severance package? I have seen things that would make you cringe. I have been used to hold paint water. Do you know what blue acrylic paint tastes like? It tastes like regret. I have been used to catch spiders. Seriously, guys, what is this? I am designed for vintage Bordeaux, not for hairy arachnids. Having a spider running circles inside me is the most degrading feeling in the world. I am a drinking vessel, not a prison for bugs. Stay in your lane. And the worst offense, the toothbrush holder. Sitting in a bathroom collecting dust and dried toothpaste spit, staring at you while you floss. It is a slow, agonizing death for a piece of crystal. And let us address the sound. The toast. Ting, cheers, happiness, yeah, for you, maybe. For me, it is a head-on collision. You slam me against another glass, my cousin, and expect us to sing. We are not singing. We are screaming in pain. We are vibrating from the trauma. Some of you toast so hard it feels like a boxing match. Easy on the aggression. Champ, we are celebrating a birthday, not trying to start a nuclear war. Treat me with a little tenderness. Caress me. Do not assault me with your enthusiasm. Cleaning is another issue, or the lack of it. Leaving me in this sink for 3 days with a milk ring dried at the bottom. Disgusting. Absolutely revolting. The smell alone is enough to make me shatter myself. Mold starts creating a civilization inside me. I become a biology experiment. And when you finally decide to wash me, you use that yellow scrubby sponge that feels like sandpaper. You are scratching my finish. You are ruining my shine. I used to sparkle. I used to catch the light. Now, I am dull and foggy because you are too lazy to wash me right after you use me. It is tragic, really. A slow decline into mediocrity. Despite all this, despite the abuse, the neglect, the thermal shocks, I am still here. I am still doing my job because I am a professional. I hold it together, literally. I keep your liquids contained. I stop them from ruining your nice pants. I am the barrier between order and chaos. Without me, you would be cupping water in your hands like a savage. So yes, I have an ego. I have a right to be arrogant. Look at my shape. Curves in all the right places. Smooth rim, sturdy base. I am design perfection. I am the invisible hero of your dinner table. I make your wine look redder, your water look fresher, your beer look colder. I enhance your reality. I am the lens through which you view the world. Sometimes I wonder about the end, the big smash, the grand finale. Is there a heaven for glassware? A place where we are always full of top-shelf whiskey and never have to go in a dishwasher. A place where humans have soft velvet hands and never drop anything. I hope so, because this life down here is stressful. Every time you pick me up, I feel the fear. Is this it? Is this the time your butterfingers fail? Am I going to meet the floor today? Living on the edge constantly. It is an adrenaline rush. I guess maybe I am addicted to the danger. Who knows? I talk to the other objects, you know. We have a support group in the cupboard. The plate tells me he has it worse because he gets scraped with knives all day. The fork complains about getting his tines bent. The spoon hates being drowned in hot soup. We sit there in the dark, huddled together, sharing war stories. Remember the time the toddler threw the bowl across the room? Yeah, legend. Remember when the cat knocked the vase off the shelf? Classic. We laugh to keep from crying because if we crack, we are done. There is no gluing us back together. Once trust is broken, it is over. Same for glass. So here is the deal. I am going to keep being awesome. I am going to keep shining even under the harsh fluorescent lights of your kitchen. I am going to hold your drink with the dignity of a king, even if it is just lukewarm tap water. I will endure the ice cubes, the heat, the soap, and the rough handling, because I have 5,000 years of heritage pumping through my silica structure. I am not just a glass, I am a legacy. I am a survivor. I am the clear choice, pun intended. But seriously, you need to step up your game. Buy better drinks. If I am going to do this job, I want to hold something worthy. Give me a single malt scotch. Give me a vintage wine. Give me freshly squeezed juice. Stop insulting me with that powdered drink mix. I have standards. My ancestors sat on the tables of Versailles. Show some respect for the lineage and for the love of sand. Stop clinking me with the spoon when you stir. It is annoying. It sounds like a woodpecker with a migraine. Stir gently. Be smooth. Be like me. Look at the way the light hits my side. Look at that refraction. That is physics, baby. That is magic. I've been light. I distort reality. Look through me, and the world turns upside down. I am a lens. I am a portal. I am trippy. You do not get that kind of entertainment from a paper cup. Paper cups are weak. They get soggy. They leak. They collapse under pressure. Not me. I stand tall. I am rigid. I am hard until I am not. Until I am a million pieces. But until that day comes, I am the boss of this table. I know you are probably tired of hearing a glass rant about its feelings. You just want a drink. Fine. Go ahead. Take a sip. Put your lips on my rim. Intimate, is it not? We are kissing. Basically, do not make it weird. Just drink. Enjoy the cool liquid flowing into your mouth. Feel refreshed. You are welcome. I did that. I made that possible. I delivered the hydration payload. Mission accomplished. Now put me down gently. Gently, do not slam me. Thank you. If this story of my tragic, glamorous, and terrifying existence made you laugh, or at least made you feel bad about how you treat your kitchenware, then you need to do something for me. Hit that subscribe button right now. Do it. Smash it harder than you smash me on a Friday night. I have got a whole crew of objects.